everybody. Welcome to another installment of BrickWall Reviews. I'm Dave. Hey guys. How's everyone doing? Hope everyone's well, man. It's good to be back. If y'all tune into my Twitch streams or someone on Twitch, y'all heard me say last night that come hella high water, I was gonna bring y'all the Swarm review tonight, and look at where I'm at now, giving y'all the review for Swarm. But before I get into it, I want to remind you guys, go hit that like button down below, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed, and as well as follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Don't ask why something got British, but follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Twitch, and the Patreon is definitely still coming soon. The account is actually there. I just have to figure things out with that. So, all that said, y'all, this motherfucking show. So, so let me, if y'all follow me on Instagram, which y'all should, because the mini reviews over there have been coming, okay? They've been coming over there nice and strong, but pause. But I did a mini review on Swarm when I watched the first 2 episodes. So if you want to hear my thoughts on those, make sure you follow the Instagram account and check out that that mini review, because I do kind of touch on the first 2 episodes. No spoilers, and this is not going to be spoiler heavy review as well. But yeah, I definitely gave my initial thoughts right out the gate of the show. So moving on from that, this series is 7 episodes long. So when I jumped back into it, I went from 3 to 7. I stayed up till 3 in the morning watching this. I mean, y'all, I was hooked. This girl in this show, I'm still scared of her, okay? I'm still scared to say too much, because if I hear this door open, I might be like, oh God, I'm sorry. Like, come on, like this girl, and I said it before, and I'm gonna say it again. This girl is a ruthless, and I mean ruthless killer. I mean, and for those of you who don't already know, who haven't seen my mini review, let me go ahead and actually recap. How rude of me, right? So Swarm is the Amazon Prime original series, co-created by Donald Glover. And let me actually get this the full creator's name. So I want to give her props. Let me see. But yeah, it's co-created by Donald Glover. It stars Dominique Fishback in what I think is going to be her award-winning role. Okay, she got to get the Emmy off for this, because there's no way in hell. Come on, she at least the nomination. But come on, she got to get the win. But oh yeah, it's from Janine Neighbors and Donald Glover. So those are creators of the show. So shout out to them. But yeah, it stars Dominique Fishback, Chloe Bailey, the brother from Snowfall, Franklin from Snowfall. I don't got his name in front of me. Y'all know that. And a whole bunch of other actors and actresses in here. Let me get the list. Oh, Billie Eilish. Billie Eilish makes an appearance in this series, which she does a really good job, actually. I'm not even gonna hold you. Let's see, you got Damson Idris, who is the brother from Snowfall, Noreen S. Brown, Karen Rodriguez, and a bunch of other characters pop in and out of this show. But the one thing that you will do when you check the show out is you'll understand that with the premise of the show, it's about a girl who is pretty much a super fan of an artist who may or may not have some type of may or may not be a reference to a real life artist. That does have her own very strong following. They like to call themselves something like Hive or something. I could be wrong about that. And they make it very clear in this show. They make it very clear in this show that this, like, anything we're saying, any relation to any characters or situations or whatever is pure, is on purpose. Is definitely, because you know how sometimes in disclaimers they say, any relation to anyone, or any event that mirrors something that is real is a coincidence. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't intentional. This here in the beginning of every episode, it says, we did this on purpose. Any references you catching, yes, it was highly intentional. Like, we did it. Yes. So, if you think we talking about a certain artist, then guess what? We are. And so I think we doing it. But so yeah, it's definitely about that. And about one super fan whose name is Dre, and just her unhealthy obsession that leads her to murder, right? And I do believe I said this in the Instagram review that she's gosh, like she's a stone cold killer. She's a stone cold killer. Like her obsession with this artist, like I said, it becomes so unhealthy and she becomes so unhinged. Like she's literally doing like the most heinous of acts and is not giving one single shit. Like she's doing everything she's doing. She's just got this face on like, well, I did that. I don't give a fuck. Like it's crazy. Like she's definitely a serial killer, and it's crazy. This is inspired by this does take inspiration from actual real life events that happened too. So that disclaimer in front is more than just a quirky little thing. Like, nah, like these take like it's just different events kind of just like cherry picked and put into one. And of course, I gotta say, to my knowledge, Dre is not and has not been one solid real person. She's just, like I said, the amalgamation of many different situations from over the top fans. So there's that. But as far as I can tell, or as far as I've researched, Dre is not real, nor is she based on a particular single person that committed all of the acts that you see in the show. So there's that. But outside of that, man, nah, this show's dope. Like this show is really good. So, like I said, you're following this character and you're just seeing her journey. The artist she likes, her name is Nija. And I mean, you know, she's the Beyonce. Like she's the Beyonce of this series. Like, and you know, from her having the hive to her doing the visuals that everybody comes to defense immediately. You know, it's very, 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 very true to form. But yeah, so you know, yes, Chloe Bailey's in the show, and oh my gosh, if y'all don't stop hyping that little ass sex scene, dang, y'all, like y'all, come on, it wasn't like, come on, be real with yourself, be real with yourself. Some of y'all scrolled on Twitter and seen stuff more lit than that. Come on, oh, but it was because it was Chloe. Okay, cool, but like, I didn't even see her face the first time I watched it. I had to see the scene on damn the internet. And I was like, oh, no, that's got to be a body double. And someone was like, no, that was really her. I was like, dang, like, she ain't even had to do all that for that. That scene, if anything, that scene, I said before, I'll say it again, that scene with the brother from Snowfall sex scene. And I think I said that on Instagram too. But yeah, it's just like, so I don't want to spoil anything for the show because I really do think that this show is definitely like, you got to go into this without the spoilers. Like, the Chloe sex scene should be like the most spoiler you get. Like, you should not get any more spoiler. I'm telling you, like, you have to go into the show dry. Because if you don't, it's going to take away a lot of what you see and a lot of the shock behind what you see and a lot of the feel behind what you could feel if you go into the show blind. Yo, this show is insane. This girl is crazy. Dominique Fishback gives an amazing performance as Dre. Dre is off the chain. Dre is off the chain. When I say she's a stone cold killer, oh man, like she honestly is like, she's an icon at this point. For real. Like her character is iconic right now. Like, man, just like the way she did it, and like she'll eat like after she do the killing, and the way she does it, like sometimes she be laughing, like she gives not one single F, yo, and it's so crazy. It's wild. And then when they get into her story, oh my gosh, man. Yo, this show, if you are a fan of shows with murders and killings and like a little mystery thrown in there, definitely watch this show. It is definitely worth the watch. I mean, I mean, I can't say anything else. I love the way it ended. It has one of those endings that can be interpreted many different ways. So, I mean, there's that. Yeah, and I mean, I think the ending is straightforward. But I also do fall into the other theory that maybe it's not as straightforward as it seems. And when you get to the ending, you'll kind of see what I'm talking about. And I would love for you to comment down here below after you watch the ending and let me know if you had, you know, what your thoughts were on the ending and how you felt about that. But it's not controversial at all to the series. It's actually a good ending. Like I said, it's a good ending, and it does lay the grounds to ask that question. Well, did this happen? Like, so, and that kind of spoiled it just a little bit, but not too much though. You'll still have a good time watching this. Like I said, this show, just know it was from Donald Glover, man. And you know, after the hit series Atlanta, like I could only look at this show and think to myself, like, Yeah, no, that's him. Like that's him and Steven was writing on this show. Oh, come on, Steven Glover. Yeah, nah, like they definitely, and you can see some of their some of the hallmarks in this, man. It's like, wow. It's good. It's funny. It is funny. It does have its fair share of comedy, not too much like dark comedy though. Like obviously with the subject of this show. I do get unsettled a lot by the main character. And that is the point. That is the point, everybody. Like, that's the point. You are supposed to be unsettled. There is not one moment in this series that I myself found myself empathizing with this character. No, scratch that. There's one, but it's in the very last episode. Only one. And even then, I was kind of just like, yeah, but still, like I get where you're coming from, but I can't really even justify you because you are still wrong. You're still wrong. Like, and you wrong. You know you was wrong. And so it's like, yeah, like she is definitely a character that you are to feel unsettled by anytime she is around people. She gets to killing people so much to the point that it's just like anytime she around, so like she meets some characters, it's like really nice to her and like can really, could really helped her with her goal and are just, these just good people that could have traveled along with her just so she could have somebody there. Anytime somebody came around, this girl got to the point where I was like, you know what, you dead. You dead. I don't even know why. I don't even know why you here. You dead. You're dead. Why you say hi to her? You're dead. And I'm just like, come on. And on the other side, I'm like, oh, come on, girl. Come on. Can you not kill them? Can you not kill this one? Like, can you not? And she still do it. So it's like, there's a point. Kiersey Clemens is in an episode of this show. I'm not gonna say which one, but before I even realized it was Kiersey Clemens, and when I saw this character, I was like, girl, you got to get out of there, man. She going to kill you. Like, you gonna die. I'm just the moment a relationship or some type of bond was established, I said, you dead. That's it. Like, it's just, I just know anyone who gets close to her is dead. And it was one episode that had me in real suspense. I was like, oh, wait, you might die here. You might not be dead. You might die. So it was crazy. It was really, really good. Like, even people who help her out, like I said, people who help her out, who have her genuine interest in heart, they still get their asses killed. Yeah, nah, it's just some cold-blooded moments in there. I'm just telling you, man, it's wild. Just the first two episodes alone, like I said, it had me hooked. And these rest of these episodes, man, had me up late, just like, oh my gosh. One part I was like, ooh, I was looking around myself, like, I was like, oh my gosh, I should turn this light off. It's crazy, man. But yeah, Swarm. I can't say enough about this show. As y'all can tell, I really love this show. I enjoyed the experience of watching it, settling. Like, I might look at a couple episodes again. Like, it's really, really good. I did enjoy it. I don't see this as a show that gets a season 2, but having sat with it and thought about what it is about, how it is about, it's based on real world events, like where fans just go crazy and do the craziest things. I can see this being an anthology for sure. With like just like different artists and different fans and stuff like that. I can see this doing that. So it's really interesting. But yeah, and it's one direct reference that this show does make with the Niger character that I forgot that happened to Beyonce. I forgot that this thing happened to Beyonce and it happens to the character. They really, like I said, they talk about that. They tackle that particular moment in time. I'm not gonna say what it is, obviously, but I forgot that happened, and I forgot. And the way they played the news cycle around it in the show is exactly how it was out here, and especially one particular person on one particular show that resembles a very popular dancing woman who has her own talk show. It's a moment that resembles that to the T, and I was like, oh my god. I almost thought, as a matter of fact, okay, they kind of do like the Ellen show on there. And I thought it was really Ellen for like 3 seconds. I was like, oh shit, they got Ellen doing a parody of Ellen? Like, or is this real footage or something? But then I had to remember, I was like, oh, these are actors. But that's exactly what they were doing when said incident happened to Beyonce. And that's how one particular Hollywood superstar was acting when she was asking. So telling you, when you get that part, you're gonna die. You're like, oh shit, like that's crazy. But yeah, it's really cool. Another thing too, even with the ending, man, this girl was out there wilding so bad trying to get to see this Naja, because that's what her whole journey is, to try to see Naja in person, in concert, get to be around her and grace her presence, because the one thing that matters to her the most in life. You know how the super fans be. No disrespect, no disrespect, no disrespect. But yeah, like yeah, so that's her goal, and it's like, dang, I forgot where I was going with that. Dang, nabbit. Um, now I was all right, so I forgot where I was going with that completely. Wow, okay, it'll come back to me, but oh yeah. So she, what I'm saying, she's so far gone into that, to who she has become through the killing, not even who she has become, but she's become so far into that because like I said, her one goal is getting there. She ends up so far away from where she started just as a character that she turned into, and no disrespect when I say the term, but she turned into a full-on dyke. Full on lesbian. Like, she turned into a full on lesbian. And it's just like, well, damn, it's to be debated if she was actually a lesbian the whole time. But it's like, dang, girl, like, so there was that. But even that ended terribly. So, but anyway, like I said, so this show, I could go on and on and on, but I won't. Just make sure y'all check out this show. And definitely when you check it out, hit the comment section down below and tell me what was your favorite part. Tell me what really had you going. Like, because I'm telling you, this show is a ride. This was a roller coaster ride for me, and I enjoyed every second of it. The highs, there were no lows, but there was a lot of tension. So I did extremely love this show. Swarm, it is streaming on Amazon Prime now. Currently, what do the critics think about this show? The dreaded critics. It has an 84. Don't get a motherfucker 90. Now, so I got an 84% on Rotten Tomatoes and a 7.3 out of 10 on IMDb. Me, come on, y'all already saw this coming from a mile away. The minute I opened my mouth, for the minute I did not only an Instagram review, but a YouTube review as well. Y'all saw this coming the minute the intro of this video was over. Like, as soon as that was over, y'all should have known. I'm giving this 5 stars. This was a great show, one of the best shows I've seen in a very long time. I enjoyed it. I loved it. It's fun being part of the crowd for once, because I'm finally watching everything. I finally watched something that everybody else is watching, because I have not watched Bel Air yet and all the other shows, Snowfall and all that. But I do love that. I do love this show. I love that so many people love this show. I love that the performances are so good and the story was so haunting because it's real, because it's actually real. Not like I said, based on real shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, nah, because this house, the stands really be acting. So it's like, yeah, nah, to know that this is stuff that happens, it's just so much tension, man. And it was fun. It was a great show. I did enjoy it. 5 stars for me. Make sure you check it out. It is now streaming on Prime Video. All 7 episodes are available to stream if you have Amazon Prime. Remember, there is a way you can get Amazon Prime through government assistance. Look into that. And there are always different types of promotions and stuff like that. We can get Prime, but Prime Video is definitely one of the top 3 streaming services, in my opinion. I know this is a little off topic, so I do highly suggest, and highly recommend having Amazon Prime. But that, like I said, that's just me being me. I thought my phone was on silent. My bad. But anyway, that was a little tangent. But thank you all for tuning in. Remember, go ahead, hit that like button down below if you enjoyed this. If you enjoyed this review, comment down below. If I haven't said already yet, subscribe to the channel. Follow us on all forms of social media. All links in the description down below. And until next time, Lights BrickWall tomorrow night. As of this recording, Thursday nights, make sure you tune in that. But until then, stay easy, stay breezy. Peace.